Lord, take me away from this palace. Let me die in the streets with the poor. He was never supposed to be pope. A humble priest from the slums of Buenos Aires, who dared to challenge an empire. Young Bergoglio sneaking through Buenos Aires at night, hiding dissidents from death squads. The shock on cardinals' faces as he's elected pope in 2013. Francis washing the feet of prisoners, embracing the sick, scolding world leaders. He rejected palaces. He embraced outcasts. He fought corruption even in his own church, slamming the Vatican's greed. How can the church preach poverty while living like kings? Telling a child of gay parents, God loves your father as he is? Confronting bishops over abuse scandals, his hands trembling with rage. They called him a radical, a heretic, a saint. This is the true story of the Pope who broke every rule to save the soul of his church. Francis, the Pope who changed everything. December 17, 1936, a boy is born in a Buenos Aires tenement. Originally, he was trained as a chemist but entered the Society of Jesus Jesuits and became a Jesuit priest in 1969, 76 years later. He kneels on the Sistine Chapel floor terrified as 15 cardinals make him pope. This is Jorge Mario Bergoglio. He was the first pope from the Society of Jesus, the first of Latin American identity, the first from the Americas, the first from the Southern Hemisphere, and the first born or raised outside of Europe since the 8th century. Syrian Pope Gregory III, a priest who rode buses while bishops limousine, a cardinal who lived in a slum apartment while his peers dined in palaces, a pope who kissed the feet of South Sudan's warring leaders to force peace, called out his own bishops for clerical narcissism, opened the Vatican's financial records, exposing centuries of secrets. No pope in history has built as close a relationship with the Muslim world as Pope Francis has done. Bergoglio's worn-out shoes, the same pair he wore in Buenos Aires, placed neatly by his bed in the Vatican guest house. April 20th, 2025, 3:47 p.m., golden afternoon light spills across medical equipment. The Pope's personal crucifix casts a long shadow. Francis weak but clear. Forgive me, I forgot to buy bread for the poor today. April 18th, last public appearance, struggling to bless crowd. April 19th, signs document expanding women's roles in church. April 20th, 4:30 p.m., official time of death announced. Pope Francis 1936 to 2025, passed quietly on April 20th, 2025, during the octave of Easter, surrounded by migrant families he sheltered. Now, as his body fails but his voice grows louder,